first, the Volturi have, like, an amazing potential. Had an amazing potential as an antagonist, and she just throws them away. Just threw them away. Everyone lives happily ever after without having to work for crap. It was empty, lame, hollow ending of dumb. There was no meaning in their happily ever after whatsoever because they didn't have to do crap for it. It just all fell into place. This is not real life. I know it's fiction and it's not real life, but seriously, they didn't have to do anything. One dang thing to get everything. Sorry if the rain is loud. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's loud to me. Alright. The editing. It is as if an editor didn't even touch this book, and this is probably the reason that I disliked it so much. Like, how do you publish something with this many mistakes? I don't understand. I do understand that Steph did most of the editing herself, and that the editors didn't want this book to come out anyway, so I imagine that they didn't try very hard. But, like, the mistakes are obvious. If you look, you will find them. Here's a few. My favorite. Chapter 3. Bella wakes up early from her dream. She goes downstairs to clean, and then she makes, she makes Charlie some pancakes, like the little good house daughter that she is. But then, 2 sentences after she makes Charlie pancakes, he's scowling into his cereal bowl. Like, most of you are like, oh, that's no big deal. Yeah, it is. Because books don't get published with mistakes like that. Like, that one's my favorite, really. Because I was just, like, reading. I'm all like, oh, Bella's gonna go get married. It's almost to the cereal bowl. Didn't she just make him pancakes? What the F? But anyway, whatever. Blonde. B-L-O-N-D-E. B-L-O-N-D. Which one? Who cares? In Stephanie Meyer's book, we're just going to use both, and we're just going to switch between them because we're not really sure which one goes where. And the funny thing is, my friend Apple is the one that pointed that one out to me, and she said she wants to be an editor when she I don't know, gets a career. That's what she wants to do. She said that there are different kind of editors, and there is a specific type of editor whose entire job is to make sure that words that can be spelled different ways are spelled one consistent way throughout a piece. And I laughed because blonde keeps losing and gaining its E in this book. And then the other thing that she pointed out was that the verb tenses keep changing. And it makes no sense. You're reading and it's just like, what? I don't know. The editing in this there's so many mistakes, it's ridiculous. I don't know how it got published with that many. And a lot of people seem to think that people don't like this book because, it shocked them. That is not my case, because I was spoiled and I knew it was coming. I didn't like it because of the lack of editing, the lack of plot and action, and most certainly, probably worst of all, the characters' personality makeovers, which brings me to just that now. So let's get on to some characters. Alrighty. Edward. Calm. Collected. A little overprotective. Reduced to asking the man he hates to save Bella by persuading her to get an abortion and offering to let him sleep with her? Edward would never do that. And I know you're all thinking, how do you know? They're Stephanie's characters, not yours. I would know because I write. Any writer will read this and know. Any of them. I've been writing since I was 11. It's not a big, huge fantasy dream of mine. It's just something that I like to do. I know how characters work and grow, and there was no amount of time or any circumstance that would change Edward so much. I do detailed character analysis of pretty much every character in the books I read. All of them. I have notebooks filled with just detailed, figuring out how they work. It's my favorite. Characters are my favorite part of any story. That is my, like, it's a fun pastime for me, figuring them out and analyzing them and stuff. Edward would never ask that of Jacob, not even if he was a bit insane. Random, but this also works towards my Bella and Edward have a very toxic relationship theory. Anyway, another out of character thing for Eddie was not using any form of birth control. Vampire or not, he is a cautious guy, and he even stated in Breaking Dawn that he knew about the theories of mutant babies, and yet he still took no precautions whatsoever. Not Edward at all. He knew he was going to do it. He should have wrapped it. Seriously. Who knows? Vampires could have weird STDs. Putting that with a human could, like, if anything, he should have, seen if it was venomous to her at least. Anyway, another thing is this whole baby thing. How does Edward feel about having a kid? Does anybody even care what Edward feels? We hear him say that if Bella wants, she gets. But does it really seem to anyone else that Eddie just doesn't want this kid? Because that's what the vibe I got. I felt like he's, like, just, ugh. I truly don't think he wanted to be a dad. I mean, vampires remain mostly the same unless something permanently changes them, as said in the book and by Steph. And I'm sure he didn't want a kid at 17 when he was changed, and it didn't seem like anything magical happened when Renesmee was born, so sucks to be him. He stuck with a kid for eternity. Because Bella wanted it. I'd be like, biatch, leave. Anyway, let's go to Jasper. Jasper, it ticked me off that Jasper has to go insane crazy when Bella gets a flippin' paper cut. But Bella, a crazed newborn vampy, is in complete control of herself. F this Mary Sue logic. F it. I hate it. Jasper wasn't so much out of character as everybody else, but that was probably because he wasn't in this book at all. Alice. I have always said that Alice was annoying with her rabid shopping and decorating, but this book emphasized it so much more. And the little personality that I saw in her from the previous books, gone. She's just annoying. And then she just leaves. She takes Jasper and she leaves, setting up some elaborate stupid plan to make Bella and everyone else think that they have absolutely no hope whatsoever. Why? I still have no idea what the point of that was. 3 times through this book, it makes no sense. Whatever. She just felt like being a douche, I guess. And then they stay out of the entire book, only to pop up later and save the day. What kind of crap is that? I don't even have words. Rosalie. Did anyone else feel completely awful for her? Like, she's a biatch. Yeah, she was a biatch this whole book. I even hated Emmett for a little bit through this book. And Emmett is my second favorite. Probably he's close tied with Jasper. I hated him. Every time he jumped between Edward and Rosalie, I just wanted to punch him in the face to get the F out of the way and let them duke it out. But, whatever. He probably didn't care about Bella's life either. He doesn't seem the type to really give a crap about Bella. So, I mean, I know he's big, huggable Emmett, but really, he's always like, ha ha ha, Bella's so dumb and stupid, look at her fun, she's funny when she blushes.